Hey everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I've got a little bit of a different video for you guys today. I wanted to make sure everybody knew about this Faith Journal July that's happening. It'll get started in just a few weeks, and I thought if you're like me, you may want to get your journal together and start getting prepared. So I wanted to show you or share some more information about it and how you can get all the official details and show you the journal that I've made for myself that I'll be working in. It still has a ways to go. So basically, Diane with Faith Art Design Studio and Debbie with Pouring My Heart Out for the Lord got together and put a Bible study for July together for us. And then they recruited all of these YouTubers to do some creative videos and makes with us throughout the month. So I was super excited to get invited, and you can see there's just some really talented, wonderful folks here. And so basically, if you're interested in getting started, I'm going to link the introduction videos that Debbie and Diane made explaining what they're doing. So you can go and watch those and get the official information. But as one of the creators, I did want to share that there is in Diane's Etsy shop, which is Faith Art Design Studio, there's an Exploring Joy Bible Study and Ephemera kit. So you get all the information, okay, and the prompts, the questions, things for you to consider, all of that. And there's basically 23 days, Monday, well, it starts on a Tuesday, so like Tuesday through Friday, and then on Saturday, Debbie and Diane are going to do a review of the videos and the scriptures and what we've learned. And then there's a Monday through Friday, 1, 2, 3, the next 3 weeks, full weeks, and then the last week is a Monday through Thursday with a wrap up on Friday, August 1st. And that gives us 23 days with scriptures and Bible study. So anyway, they explain it a whole lot better than I do. But if you want the study guide and ephemera kit, that's in Diane's shop. And then Diane and Debbie both made some coordinating kits. Diane's is called Rejoice Rhapsody, and it's in her Etsy shop. And then Debbie's is on Ko-fi Scarlet Poppy Blaze kit. So anyway, there's just so much to look at and so many options. Of course, you can use any paper you want. You can even just use a journal you have, a notebook or something at the store. You don't have to do anything fancy, but you certainly can put something extra special together for yourself if you want to. I am fortunate, a little nervous, but excited. I'm going to be kicking us off on July 1st. So stay tuned. I hope you guys will tune in, tell your friends, invite some people. If you already belong to a prayer group or a study group at church, invite people. You never know who this might speak to. So I purchased, this is some scrap of paper that I had, but I decided to make a tall and skinny journal for myself for July. And I went ahead and purchased Diane's kit. They are vertical pages, and that's the one that's called Rejoice Rhapsody on Etsy. And then I also have the ephemera kit. There's so much here. The ephemera kit is mostly neutral, so it'll coordinate with either kit. And then there's like a page of fussy cuts. Anyway, mine's all mixed up because I have all kinds of stuff going on. That kind of goes a little more with Diane's kit, and then one with Debbie's kit. Debbie's kit's beautiful too, and it's poppies. So I'll probably end up having to get that one as well. And did I mention until June 30th, they wanted me to tell you guys this, all 3 kits are 40% off. So if you want to get them and get started before July so you're ready to go, you can do that for 40% off. So anyway, I got Diane's kit, and there's ephemera, there's all kinds of stuff, but there were these vertical pages, and to me, aren't they beautiful? It just screamed, let's make a tall and skinny. So I made a super tall. I love it. And this is going to be my personal journal for July. I backed the papers just with some fun pastel neutrals that I had. I've added a few book pages like here, my sewing book, ledger paper. It's going to be just a delightful journal to work in. I wanted you guys to get to see Diane's papers, though. So there, look at that butterfly. And it's a huge kit. I think it's like 50 or a little more than 50 pages. And I did these ledger papers so they'd flip out. And I'm going to make some other flips, pockets, some fabulous things for this journal. But I also want to see, of course, each day what the other creators do and hopefully have room for those projects in my journal. So July is going to be fun. One thing that I've also done is in that ephemera kit, there is the first line of each scripture that we're going to be studying on finding joy. And I went ahead, it's just a page with all the strips of words, and I cut those out and glued them down to a page. And I didn't put what my journal is more than 23 pages, so I just kind of skipped around, but I did try to put them hopefully in order. We'll see. I may end up putting some tabs or things on the pages as well. I'm not sure though. I also envision wanting to put lace and ribbons and things in here and pockets. So I'm kind of waiting to really think it through. I'm going to try to come up with something fabulous for my day for us to make together. And anyway, it's going to be fun. So that's what I did. Now for the front of mine, I wanted to keep it kind of simple. I did love this scrapbooking paper that I have. It's an old kit. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I can't remember, but I decided to, now this can come off if it starts bothering me when I'm working in my journal. It's basically just a loose ribbon, but I took the tag, or there were several of these size tags in the ephemera kit, and this one has the mission for our Faith Journal July event, and then on this side it has the month of July so that you can see the days. And I don't know, I could put a heart around them as I do them or something. I haven't decided, but I wanted that tag on the front. And I may make another dangle. I loved, there were just so many words, joy, in a bunch of different ways. This is probably one of my favorite, and they gave it to us in 2 sizes. It looks like it's been embroidered, like if you embroidered on a patch or something. And so I was thinking I may want to take a bunch of these different words though, bulk them up and make a dangle to put in my journal. I want it to be nice and hardy though, so that's something I'm thinking about. But anyway, that's where I am at. There are, like I said, so many. There's these cute envelopes, and I liked this too, the envelope. There's some definitions, another tag. That one has a Bible on it. I'm sure I will use it. I don't know where it went, but there's some squares. I've already cut a bunch out, and I've started making journaling cards too. Here they are. It has my Bible study notes, and you could decorate the envelope with these, or I think we could write notes on the back of them and then keep them in these envelopes. So I'm probably going to print this a few times and have several so that I have some private space, you know, not that anybody's going to be looking at my journal if I don't want them to. So, but just lots of just fun pieces that we can use in our journals. It says, heaven's joy invades the heart when Christ reigns within. Yay. Okay, and then, oh, there were these pages where it has the date and the Bible verse, and I'm going to make sure I have at least one for every day so that I have the verse we're studying, and then can add a pocket or clip them to whichever page. And then I may do then the project as well, but then my thoughts and my notes. So they came on pages like this. Oh, here. So, oh, I'm really excited. I love words. So I'm really excited about all of the words and the scriptures. But this is the fussy cut page that Diane designed. I think this is the one that comes in the ephemera kit and not just in her kit. Yeah, and this is the one that Debbie designed. So you're going to see in her papers all those beautiful poppies. Like I said, I may decide I want to make one with that kit. So that is what is happening in the Sparkle Studio as I get ready for July and thinking about my project for July 1. But again, you can make a journal. You can use a journal you already have. But I just hope you'll join us, right? And anyway, that's about it. I have videos on how to make journals, whether you do a tall and skinny, a normal size, a mini, whatever. You can go back to some of those. There wasn't really anything unique about this one. It has 3 signatures, a variety of papers that I then sewed in. I did make this with a cardboard box to get a piece the right size. So anyway, fun. I hope you guys liked my little commentary. I will try to link all the relevant things for you guys in the description. And I appreciate you watching and listening. Have a great day until next time.